Well, my name is Junie Flowers. I did 7 years in the Navy, got out for a while, worked a little bit in the shipyard, and then decided to take a change of careers and ended up finding Intellectual Point. I ended up finding the Vet Tech program. I did a little bit of research. After my research, I figured Intellectual Point was better suited for me, considering the hours that were given, and what seemed to be a tight-knit group. I went through the Cloud Architect program, so I had to get those two certifications. Went well. Like I said, the program pretty much walked us through everything that we needed to know, and also put us on a time frame that allowed us to be prepared for those exams. First of all, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the assistance that I had with Leah and Joanna. There was honestly a point where throughout the course I was heavily considering dropping out of the course due to just personal issues. I had experienced about 3 or 4 deaths in that time frame. Leah and Joanna, they really took the time out. They showed a lot of patience with me, and they just assured me that no matter what was going on, that they would be there and they would help me through the process, which they did and above. They made sure that I was able to stay on course, maintain getting my work done, and staying on track to get my certifications. Like I said, two amazing people. I tell them all the time I love them to this day. I ended up getting employment with SAIC, but once I got done and I was ready to rotate or look for a bigger role, I reached out to Joanna and Leah again, and they were more than willing to help. They helped reconstruct my resumes, and they helped connect me with recruiters, and the whole 9 yards. They were really amazing. So I went from SAIC, and now I work with Langley Air Force Base with MCH Consulting doing PC maintenance. So even in my short stint of being in IT, I'm already moving. I'm flying through the ranks, and like I said, it's all due to Intellectual Point. I came into the IT field with absolutely zero experience, and I mean none. Before I came into Intellectual Point, I couldn't tell you what a server was, or I couldn't tell you what a port was. None of these basic terminologies. And I would say that Intellectual Point really focused and keyed in and took the time out to just make sure that we didn't skip over the basics and nobody was left behind. Let's say like the professor, I just didn't understand it. There were outlets where I could reach out to and just ask for help, and they would normally respond within 5 to 10 hours. I think that Intellectual Point did a really great job of just making sure that everybody involved was included and taken care of throughout the process. There's 3 stages of learning this material. It's the professor is going to teach it to you. You're going to go through coursework with the professor, and then you're going to go through lab on your own. I think that those 3 layers joined together really blended the materials into our brains, so that when we seen it again, it was almost like we were programmed to recognize it. And to me, it made all the difference. With no experience, the first week or so, it could be a lot. It could seem like a lot. And I kept hearing that phrase, trust the process, trust the process. I really started to see after, second week, going into the third week, like, yeah, I didn't know it coming into it, but at this point I was picking it up, and the process of understanding it was becoming clear. A lot of this information, if it wasn't for the style that Intellectual Point delivered it to me, I don't think I would have picked it up properly, especially given, everything that was going on in my personal life at the time. And I think that was just amazing to me. Go for it. Go for it. Intellectual Point has changed my life in the best way. I went from not knowing what was next, from there to now, which hasn't even been a full 6 months. I've almost tripled my salary, and from what I'm hearing, I'm just scratching the surface. So don't be afraid. Just dive out there, The opportunity is there, especially if you're going through intellectual point. The process will be a lot more simpler than you think it will be. Just dive out there and jump off the ledge. I promise you, it will be worth it.